This is your Uncle TreeJam, and we are back with Mass Effect 2. Last time we traveled with Kasumi Goto, our Master Thief companion, to the planet of Beckenstein to retrieve Keiji Okuda's graybox. The man who had stolen the graybox, Donovan Hock, was throwing a party, and after a chill but cordial greeting from Donovan, we were allowed to enter, but with one exception. Kasumi Goto was to remain outside. Regardless, Kasumi followed us into the manor with her stealth cloak enabled, allowing her to case out the vault. We would have to obtain Donovan's DNA, the vault password with Donovan's voice, and somehow bypass the defense barrier. After cutting the barrier's power and obtaining the password, we are a few steps closer to reclaiming Keiji's graybox. Before we do that, we still have a few steps left, so I'm going to go ahead and look at this data pad that I decided would wait until now to get. This will give us a little bit of an insight into Samuels and Chief Rowe, which we can now use since we have accessed the security station back there. Private Reams, no way we can sneak out of that party. The place is locked down tight and Security Chief Rowe's in charge. No way Rowe would let that get past her. I'd rather stand around bored on guard duty than risk her wrath. Sorry. Samuels.
Chief Rowe, huh? She sounds like a hard ass. I'm sure this information will come in handy.
Kind of funny this Clip Scar doesn't even notice us taking a look at his data pad. Like, come on, man. Private Reams, you suck at your job. Thank you for sucking. Made my life easier.
I hear Mr. Hock's vault is exquisite.
Who could know? He never lets anyone near it.
So now we're going to head up this way, and I believe we're going to find Samuels right here. We can talk to him, and Kasumi's going to go ahead and masquerade as Chief Rowe to get us into Hock's bedroom. Now, if you want, before I go ahead and activate the guard dialogue, let's go down here. If you choose not to use the Samuels approach, you can always go down here, but this could put you at risk for combat. So, that's going to break stealth. We're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and talk to Samuels, and we can actually use our access to the security station and the information from the data pad in order to work our way inside.
Mr. Hock's private rooms are off limits to guests without security clearance.
I have clearance to go in.
On whose authority?
I have authorization from Chief Rowe.
Okay, 1 second. Chief Rowe, Samuels. Have you given access authorization to Mr. Hock's private rooms?
They have access, Samuels. They'll stop bothering me.
Got it. Sorry to bother you, ma'am. Okay, you're clear to go in.
Enjoy the party.
And just like that, we don't have to worry about any guards coming our way to stop us. We are pretty much free to explore Hock's bedroom with no interference from Eclipse. You know, funny thing is that Eclipse has a very shady reputation. And, well, for a man like Donovan Hock to be able to trust them and get their support, I guess he's pretty good at the weapons dealing business. Possibly Eclipse gets a little bit of a cut from Hock's Enterprise, Donovan Hock's Enterprise. And I mean like more than just a legit cut that you normally get, like a legit business transaction. No, I think they got some. I mean, Donovan Hock is a weapons dealer and smuggler, and patron of the arts.
Look for anything we can get usable DNA from. Just make it quick and quiet.
So now that we're actually here, Kasumi will decloak and assist us in looking for DNA. Before we actually hit up the actual DNA sources, let's go ahead and look at some other interactions.
It's clean.
It's a plant.
Thank you, Kasumi. I did not know that.
Found a sample?
Now a credit shit.
Look at that, folks. We are rich. 1 credit? I can buy a pencil with that. Yes! Hey man, what's up? You having fun on guard duty? Enjoying yourself? Yeah? Look at them. 3 Stooges. But there's not much else. We get that 1 credit shit, that's about it, but there is a safe over here. It's gonna give us more creds. 7,800 to be exact. There we go. Now, if you want to get the DNA just right off the bat, for the areas you want to look for, you want to look at the wine glass. You're going to want to look at the antique weapons collection. Let's see what else. You're going to want to look also at the data pad. And I think that might be it. The ashtray unfortunately does not have any usable DNA for us, or at least sufficient enough DNA.
Empty. Too bad. A cigarette butt would have been a good source.
Yeah, no DNA. At least any DNA that we could, feasibly use. Now there are some papers we can look at. There's another set of papers up here, but either activator for papers will get you the same conversation option with Kasumi.
No DNA, but looks like Hock's been trying to crack KG's graybox. Looks like he's missing something. He hasn't cracked the encryption yet.
Let's keep looking around for a little bit of lore and get some more out of the interactions. Now, unfortunately, you think that a pillow would be a good source to look for any hairs or any skin flakes, but no.
No hair, no skin flakes.
The housekeepers must be thorough.
Those are some pretty thorough housekeepers if they can do that. That, or they probably just recently laundered the bed sheets. Now, if you had not sneaked in, or sorry, if you had sneaked in without using the authorization from Chief Rowe to get in there, then if you hit this, then it's going to attract attention. So, I'm not going to hit it just because I feel it's a bad luck charm for me. I don't know why. We can get away with doing so, but I just don't want to do it. There's no reason to, even bother. Now, we cannot actually get any DNA from the holographic interface, but it will give us a little bit lore as to the holographic interfaces we see for Mass Effect, in the Mass Effect universe. No codex entries, but it's a nice little tidbit.
Holographic interface. Won't find a sample here.
And I believe there's something in the codex entries. I think back in Mass Effect 1, I read something up on the codex for holographic interfaces for keyboards. I can probably look at the codex entries later, and if I do go into codex entries, it's going to be in a separate vid for Mass Effect 2. And I want to make sure if we got all the non-DNA entries. I think we have. Except for the alarm clock, I'm going to go ahead and skip that, because, yeah, fuck that. Okay. Alright, I think we're good. Let me go ahead and look at the data pad. Okuda Decryption Project Update. Little progress to report. We have now completed dictionary attacks using words and phrases from 4,800 galactic languages. Research into the Okuda family has not produced any matches. It is unlikely that a random brute force approach will produce a result within our lifetimes. Given the nature of the graybox technology, it's possible that the decryption key may not be a password at all. It could be a memory, an emotion, even a smell. Permutations could be infinite. I suggest that we begin investigating alternative methods to breaking through the security on the box.
We can probably get Hock's DNA off the datapad. He seems to have obsessed over this. But I'm not sure there's enough. Let's keep looking.
Next up, we can take a look at the wine glass. Or no, the antique weapons collection.
The cleaners don't dare touch treasures like this. We can get some skin cells from the dust. It's probably contaminated, though. We should find another sample.
And finally the wine glass. And that should complete our DNA sample.
Not a great saliva sample, but it's still useful. That should do it. Let's get out of here.
And there we go. All we have to do is go ahead and leave the room. I'm gonna give it a once over. Look around a little bit. Not for too long though, because I do wanna move on to the next portion and actually get into the vault pretty soon. Gotta say, it's a pretty snazzy bedroom. I don't know if I want to live here though. My personal take on things. Kasumi, are you... Yeah, you're gonna follow, okay. So like I mentioned before in my previous vid, Kasumi Goto does cloak when you go into certain areas that are public. Kind of funny the guards don't even notice Kasumi walking around with us down there, but, well... whatever. Let's go ahead and hit up the door, and Kasumi should go ahead and cloak so that we can stay incognito. And there we go. Alright, Samuels, have a nice day. And finally, we need to get a voice sample from Donovan Hock, so let's go ahead and get that, talk to the man himself.
There he is. All you need to do is keep him talking long enough for me to get a voice print. Pull out the charm on this one, Shep. Whenever you're ready. After you.
Miss Gunn, good to see you. That scene at the door hasn't soured your evening, I hope.
I understand the security, but who would dare try to break into Donovan Hock's home?
Gunn, in our line of work we attract a certain element. Few understand the pains we take to keep the barbarians at bay. People these days want comfort, entertainment, love. They don't see that the galaxy is fragile. They only have to worry about simple luxuries. Why? Because people like me and you are doing the terrible things that keep the galaxy spinning. This party is for us, the cleaners, the support structure for the galaxy's gleeful delusions of peace. May there always be a market for the things we do.
I said get him talking, and you got him talking. We've got enough of a voice sample. Let him go.
Enjoy the party, Miss Gunn.
Let's go crack that voice scanner.
It's probably a good thing we're able to take advantage of Hock's pride this way. It's a little easy. But I'm not going to complain, it makes our job easier. It's a nice little moral parallel we get with Donovan Hock's methods and potentially Commander Shepard's methods, and I believe I am now stuck on furniture. Okay. Well. This is new. Okay, you know what? Okay, is there a way to get out of there? Thank you. Oh my god, no. Don't get me stuck again.
Do the guards seem more attentive than usual?
They'd probably be more attentive to me too if I was wearing that dress.
You.
I'm gonna head down this way.
That got it. The barrier's down.
Now that we've gotten all three, I believe we can go ahead and proceed into the vault.
Password required. Voice ID accepted. Welcome, Mr. Hock. DNA identification affirmed. Welcome, Mr. Hock.
We went ahead and disabled the barrier from last time when we cut the barrier near that that room where I got stuck on those chairs. That's where we had to go. Now all of our gear is inside the statue, our weapons, our armor. So once we go inside here, there's pretty much no going back.
I'll check for security cams. Go ahead and get dressed.
You know, last time I went ahead and criticized Donovan Hock for not putting cameras in the area outside the vault, but at least he had a camera in the elevator, so he gets some points. But Kasumi, you stood right in front of that camera. And you know what, Kasumi? I got nothing to say except disappointment. If we get caught, I'm gonna blame you. But I think we have a good loadout. We are going to get a new SMG down in the vault. That's going to help out both Kasumi and myself. But for the time being, I'm going to go ahead and switch up to a new heavy weapon. I don't think we'll need to worry about using heavy weapons at all. In fact, I'm not going to. Like I said before, earlier in my Let's Play, I'm minimizing the use of heavy weapons and metagel. If a squad mate does go down, for the vast majority of the game, they're going to stay down. And heavy weapons, I'm not going to bother, but this will come in handy for a later assignment. With that said and done, let's go ahead and press forward.
So this is Hock's vault. Very nice. This scanner will hone in on the graybox. It's not far.
Okay, before we actually find the graybox, I'm going to take a look at a few things in the vault. Now, you will take a look at the meter down in the lower right corner. Let's go ahead and ignore that for now. Let's focus on the rest of the vault and see what we can find.
Michelangelo's David. Just... wow. Think we could get this out through the door?
I don't think it's going to happen, Kasumi. Probably not. I have a nice little Krogan statue. Pretty good taste.
Hock has good taste. I'll give him that.
Damn straight. Krogan. I'm not sure if that assault rifle is in line with the newer line of assault rifles. Between Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2, there was a switch to using thermal clips, so that could be an assault rifle design that utilizes the old ammo feature, or it could be a design that's fairly recent. Not sure which. I have no idea when the statue was actually made. Let me go ahead and just rob the medical station real quick. We're gonna go ahead and deny our ability to use that Metagel station.
This is nice. Oddly relaxing.
Kasumi wasn't close enough to hear her, so that's a little bit annoying. So we can get her close enough here. And I believe this might be a Dragon Age reference. Is that a Canary?
Wow. Imagine that thing coming at you in a dark alley.
Probably not a Canary. Could be something else. Yeah, you know, I shouldn't even speak because personally I'm not a huge... Like, no offense, I'm not a huge Dragon Age fan myself. It's kind of strange because I played the hell out of the first Witcher game, but Dragon Age Origins just did not hit me at all. Might have to go back and replay it and see if my opinion's changed, but back when I played Dragon Age Origins, I just couldn't get into it. I think maybe I need to give it another spin, but I think I preferred playing the first Witcher game.
A model of the Kara. It's like a Turian Titanic, the way I hear it.
And finally, this reminds me a little bit of Deus Ex, when you're the original Deus Ex, when you have to go to the Statue of Liberty site to take care of the NSF terrorists there, because they bombed the Statue of Liberty and blew the head off.
How did Hock get Lady Liberty's head? Damn you, Hock!
You actually get a codex entry from that. Now, the graybox is actually right here. But more importantly, we have a new SMG right here, the Casa Fabrications Locust. This is probably... this is the most accurate SMG that I'm going to get in my game, so... Pretty reliable SMG too.
I feel like its eyes are following me. Yikes.
I would honestly be surprised if that statue actually had cameras watching us right now. It would certainly make sense. Might give a little bit of a context as to why, what happens a little bit later.
Doesn't look like much, but that might be one of the most valuable pieces here. Turian art is rare outside of Palaven. For good reason, I say.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what that artwork is, but I kind of vaguely remember some of the, I remember the Turian Insignia's assignment from Mass Effect 1. collecting a lot of Turian outposts symbols. A lot of that stuff touched on the lore of the Unification War in the Turian hierarchy's history, so there's some nice code entries you can read up on if you want to take a look at that, get some in-depth information. Now here's Arachnite Queen. We did encounter one on Noveria, and we did spare her.
Ugh. Arachnite Queen. I guess everything's valuable to someone.
Let's take a look a little bit more. We have some examples of some really old Korean literature here, specifically stone tablet literature.
This looks like Quarian script. Wow, this has got to be old. When was the last time the Quarians wrote on stone?
Some of these symbols look very similar, or at least somewhat similar to... Okay, I'm stuck in the corner there. To some of the, like some of the consoles, some of the computer screens, what we meet across the game in Mass Effect 2, tends to have some symbols that look a bit like this. But it could be just, you know, I don't know. I'm not gonna try and guess what it says.
That's impressive. Not sure what it is, though.
Yeah, I don't know either. It's kind of snazzy, though. I'm not gonna try and guess what it is. I don't know. Let's go ahead and grab this real quick. Let me take a look. Did I get everything here? Camera and eyes. Turian sculpture. Statue of a Krogan, Arachnite Queen. Ancient Korean writings. Unknown statue. Oh yeah, we need to go back here. We saw plenty of these on Ilos back in Mass Effect 1.
Creepy.
Kasumi, get closer.
Creepy.
Someone can make a meme out of that voice line. But we're actually going to see what the Protheans look like in the From Ashes DLC for Mass Effect 3. This is not a Prothean. Okay, Kasumi, get a little bit closer. This might be the last item that we have to look at for some extra lore.
I could still get money for something like this, even outside the Alliance. Asari go nuts for this sort of thing.
Not sure if they're going nuts because it's like historical artifacts or if it's because of the Egyptian style. Not sure which. Oh well. I think that's pretty much it, so let's go ahead and grab the Casa Locust. That should add a new SMG to our arsenal.
That's a Casa Locust. No, the Casa Locust. The gun that killed 2 presidents. Gorgeous. It even comes with a perfect copy, too. I'm sure Hock won't mind if we borrowed these.
This looks interesting.
And there we go. Got ourselves a new weapon. Should come in handy. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make a save right here, just to be safe. That way we have something to go back to if we end up getting killed. Because we're gonna have some action coming up pretty soon. Let's go ahead and grab the gray box.
Oh my god. There it is.
Don't bother, Miss Goto. It's code locked. I had a feeling that was you at the door. I knew if it was really you, you'd get through anyway.
You know me. I don't like to disappoint.
I need what's in your grey box, Kasumi. You know I'm willing to kill you for it. I'll admit your skills are impressive. You got into my vault like I'd left it open, but you're still going to die. No!
Have I got your attention?
That shut him up.
Kill them!
Let's go ahead and get Kasumi into cover. Because this is one fight where we can actually lose Kasumi very easily.
Gotcha.
And there we have Chief Ro herself. Look at that. Hey Chief, what's up? No hard feelings, right?
You got it.
Got thrown off a little bit.
Burn, bitch!
Cover!
Something new in the Kasumi is Still in Memories DLC. Enemies will actually use grenades like flashbangs against you. We'll get to see a little bit more grenade usage in the Shadow Broker DLC. But normally, enemies in the game don't make heavy use of grenades.
Grabbing cover!
Light him up! We're done. Sending in the... Light him up!
Whoops.
Going fast! Burn the bastards!
Hostile contact.
Crap. Well... was concerned they're just gonna try to incinerate me before I can get a shot off.
Checking blueprints. There's a landing pad to the east. Let's get out of here.
Joker, bring the shuttle in, now!
Alright. We need to move our way outside the vault. The entire place is on high alert. They now know we are here. Our cover has been blown. Let me go ahead and proceed down this way. We're gonna grab some ammo real quick. Just by hitting up a locker. I think we're gonna need to hit up one more time because we didn't get our full loadout for our sniper rifle just yet. Okay, there we go. I think we're ready now. Well, I believe what we can do... make that save. Overwrite this one. And I'm gonna go ahead and quit here. Next time we pick up, we're gonna be gunning our way through the remainder of Donovan Hock's basement. This vaulted area. And we're gonna see a little bit more about Donovan Hock's business as a weapons dealer and manufacturer. But for now, I just want to go ahead and say thank you for tuning in. This is GreatTreeJam. I want to wish you guys a happy day, night, evening, afternoon, wherever you might be in this universe or the next. We'll pick up from here, but until then, folks, just have a good one.